Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's class, we will be learning how to paint these three beautiful bookmarks which you can gift your friends and family during the holiday season, especially the ones who love reading books. In case not, I'm sure they will adore how beautiful these bookmarks are. So yeah, let's get started. So what I've done here is I have cut my A5 size paper into three equal parts, which is around 7 inch in width. Then you will need watercolors. Here I'm using Camlin Artist grade watercolors. You can watch the video where I have reviewed this color. I'll just link that video on the top. Next you will need 2 jars of water, pencil, tissue and few round brushes. Now let's get started with the first bookmark. So I'll draw the line and on top of that I will draw a tiny little house, and just above that we will draw few pine trees. I'm making it darker so that you all can see it. But remember to erase off the harsh pencil marks before you start painting, otherwise the pencil mark would show up once the painting is done. So here I'm just erasing it off and making it a little lighter. Then we will start painting the sky first. So we will use ultramarine blue for the sky. So here I'm using stationery brand mop brush. These are the only brush which I'm using right now because I'm loving them so much. They are so affordable, plus they have a really good depth, which makes it so easy for me to do the tiny details. Along with that, I can also paint the larger subject using that brush. That means no switching of the brush, which is amazing. So in case you want to check this out, I will attach the link in the description box. You can use the code Shreya7 to get some discounts on these brushes. Alright, so once you have applied ultramarine blue on the sky, I will switch to even smaller round brush and we will start painting the pine trees on the top of the house while the sky is still wet so that color blends a little. I'll start with the sap green and I will paint the pine trees all around the house. Once I've painted it with the sap green, I will start applying pine trees again, but this time I will use a little darker green to paint. If you don't have a darker green with you, you can mix a little bit of blue to your green to make it little darker. Here I'm using Meridian green and mix of little black, and I will paint the pine trees on the top of the trees which we have already painted. Now let's paint the house. Here I will be painting the house in a bright red color. So these are the small paintings which will be easier for you to paint, plus they will be quicker. So if you want to gift a lot of members of your friends and family, you can do it. Plus painting something or gifting someone something which is completely done by you adds a lot of personal touch to your gift. I'm sure you would agree to this. Like, if you receive a gift which is completely made for you, won't that make you feel special? I'm sure it will. So, do try it out. In case you do try this, do share it on your social media. You can tag me on Instagram under the handle @artistshreagada, or you can tag me on Facebook. You can find me there under the name Art by Shreya Gada. So yeah, I'm really excited to see your version of these bookmarks. Now let's paint the ground. So here I'm using the same sky colors. So I'm using ultramarine blue and little bit of yellow to paint the ground. Then I will just darken the back end of the house using tiny bit of black. On another note, if you all are really interested in learning watercolors, then you can watch my class on Skillshare where I have uploaded step by step tutorials with each and everything explained. I will link that below. You can definitely watch it. In case you are not on Skillshare, you can use my link to get 1 month of free access to that platform. So I've uploaded the first video on painting three beautiful countryside landscape. I'm sure you would love it. So these are the three paintings which you will be learning on my Skillshare class. In case you are on Skillshare and you want to learn, tap on the link in the description box. So here I am just adding final details to our bookmark painting. I am drawing a few more pine trees with the darkest green color behind the house. I will be showing you how to add beauty to your bookmark by the end of this video, so make sure that you completely watch this video to know how to do that. So here, as the sky area was looking way too empty, so I decided to add a snowy mountain on top of it. So I'll first take my ultramarine blue and then I'll take the damp brush to blend it with the sky. Then to make it a little darker, I will add Persian blue on the top of it, and again I will use the damp brush to blend those two colors with the sky. Next, let's add the fun part, that is, let's add the snow. So I will take my white color on my brush and then I will just do the tap 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 motion. That way the white color would drop on the paper, making it look like snow is falling. And that's it, you are done with this bookmark. Now let's move on to painting the second bookmark. For this bookmark, we will be painting a Christmas tree. So let's sketch it out. So Christmas tree is in a form of triangle that is narrower on the top, and as you move downward, it will get broader and broader. So I'm just roughly sketching it out so that I know where to place my colors. I will start with the lightest green color, that is the sap green, and I will start applying it from the top. Here I'm using round brush size 2 from stationery. This brush has a really good tip which makes it so easy for me to create tiny little strokes of these Christmas tree. So here we will be using layering technique. So I will start with the lightest green color. If you don't have light green, add a little bit of cadmium yellow or lemon yellow to your green to make it little lighter. And I will first apply the light green, and then on top of that I will paint it with the darker green, and I will repeat the same steps again and again, but with each layer I will go darker and darker, but the process remains the same. Make sure that when you are adding another layer of darker green on top, you don't cover up the underneath layer completely. Each layer must be shown, so leave few gaps in between, that way you will be able to showcase different layers of Christmas tree. If you'll notice, you'll see that I have left white gap in between each layer. So that is because I want to show there's snow on top of the tree. So that's the reason you will have to leave that area completely white. Now let's add the ornaments on the tree. So I will take red color to paint the ornaments. Like gold and red ornaments on the Christmas tree are like classic. They always look amazing. So yeah, let's start adding rounds with the red color first. Then we will add more ornaments, but this time I will use cadmium yellow to add small circles around the tree. Next, let's paint the trunk of the tree with burnt sienna or the brown color, whichever you have in your palette, and the underneath layer will paint with the ultramarine to make it look like the tree is sitting on the snow. Next, let's add magic to our Christmas tree. So first what I'll do is I'll keep something underneath my paper, and then I will splatter the red and the cadmium yellow color on the top of the tree. Use a smaller brush so that you get smaller splatters. Now I'm preparing my darkest green, that is I'm mixing a little bit of Persian blue as well as black to my green, and I'm just adding the final few strokes on the Christmas tree. And that's it. So we are done with our second bookmark as well. Now let's paint our third and the final bookmark. So what is Christmas without the snowman, right? So let's paint a cute little snowman on our bookmark. This is quite simple. You just have to draw three circles starting from smaller circle, and as you go down make it little larger and larger. Once the body of the snowman is done, we will paint the hat on the top of his head, eyes, nose, which is in the carrot shape, his hands, which is basically the stick, and we will also paint the scarf around his neck. And that's it. Once that is done, I will outline it with a black waterproof pen. In case if you don't have waterproof pen, you can skip this step, and once you are done painting it, you can then do the outline. the background, I will add few pine trees. Now let's start painting the sky. So I will apply clean water on the sky area, and then I will start applying the same ultramarine blue on the sky. Here I'm using mop brush to paint the sky as it holds a little bit of water, which makes it easier for me to cover large portion of the paper easily. Then I will take the same ultramarine blue color to paint the body of the snowman. As I know the snowman is in white color, but we cannot keep it completely white, otherwise it would look quite flat. So to create a little bit of shadow and dimensions, I am adding ultramarine blue, and on top of that I will add a little bit of carmine, which will turn into purple color. Next, I am just adding ultramarine blue to the underneath snow part and just using the damp brush to blend everything together. Next, let's paint the snowman's hat as well as the gloves and the scarf. Here, you can use any color you want. I am using the traditional red color to paint the hat and the gloves. And lastly, we will add green color to the background pine trees. And we are finally done with our three bookmarks. Let me know which one is your most favorite. I really love them all. They all are so different and unique and beautiful in their own way. Now, let's see how you can make it even more beautiful. So, what I will do is I will attach a string to my bookmark So to do that, you will have to punch the hole right in the middle of the paper. So here I'm just roughly doing it, but you can always use the scale to mark the midpoint of the paper and then use the punching machine to punch a hole. Once you have done that, take any string. You can use a thread or even a ribbon. Right now I have this blue string, so I will cut it into three equal parts. Then you can either tie it on the top or do it like the way I'm doing, that is dividing it into half and pulling it through the hole. And yeah, that's it. So I will do the same thing on all the three bookmarks. Now this step is completely optional, but I really wanted to add some glitter on it. So what I did is I just took my gold watercolor and I will paint some Christmas ornaments on top of the tree. You can also sprinkle it on the trees, as anything sparkly looks amazing. In case you don't have gold watercolor, you can use gold in any form, like if you have it in your acrylics or oils, you can use that as well. Just let it dry completely and we are done. I'm so happy with how it all turned out, and I really cannot wait to see your bookmarks or what you create. Do show me once you do it. I will share all my social media links in the description below. Alright, so yeah, make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next class. Bye.